Kris, maybe we can just begin on a light note with the siblings trip. Why is it so important for the Edmonton Oilers and maybe other NHL teams to have family come aboard and take part in their significant others' lives?
Well, I think there's a couple of reasons. One is 82 games is a grind. It's a long season, and you're trying to change up the monotony of the season. But also, it is something special where you want to share it with people. People see him on the outside and see him play the games, and they talk to him, but they don't really get to experience it. And you want to share that experience. And I know for myself, since I've been here, and there's been family that's come here to visit me, and I like to show them the dressing room and just show them a little bit about my life and what it's like here. And same with our players. I think it's an excellent opportunity to share their lives with them. It is a special thing. The Edmonton Oilers organization is special, and it's outstanding, and we want to share that with the people that we care about, and that's what part of this siblings trip is about.
It takes a lot of hard work and dedication to make it to the National Hockey League in any capacity. Can you maybe talk about the sacrifices along the way and how this might be a weekend to pay back the loved ones for all the sacrifices?
Whether you're a coach, trainer, definitely a player, you don't get here by yourself, and there's many people that help support us and make a lot of sacrifices, whether they're driving us to the rink at 5 a.m. or paying for expensive hockey equipment. Numerous reasons for us to be grateful for the sacrifice other people have made, and this is a little token, just a small token of paying it back.
Any of the family members offering any advice on maybe how to start a little better here and there? Game to game?
We did talk about that during breakfast with some of the family members, and I think they like it. It's more exciting for them, but I said, yeah, that's why us coaches age so quickly, is nothing's ever easy, but we're trying to correct that.
Yeah, where's your head at on that? Because, I mean, you're able to battle back into these games, and that's a great skill, but ideally you're not necessarily chasing them as often as you have been.
You can only get away with that so many times. I think we're at the point where I'm not sure we can get away with that anymore. And the starts are very important, and you look at the stats on if you score first, the chances of winning obviously increases. That's changed a little bit over the years. Probably 10 years ago, if you score first, you're more likely to win 75% of the time. Now it's maybe 60% of the time, or I'm not sure what the numbers are, but that first goal is important, and it's really important that we start getting that first goal.
Going into Calgary with the streak on the line and just trying to extend it, just maybe a thought on how hostile that environment's going to be to them.
This will be new to me, but living in Alberta and knowing the competition, the rivalry between these two teams, and they'll be motivated. They're always motivated to beat the Edmonton Oilers, and we're always motivated to beat the Calgary Flames. But now with our streak and them chasing us in the playoffs, there'll probably be even more animosity and more of a rivalry, and it'll be great. I think there's certain times in the season that you want those games, and they're exciting for our players. Obviously, they're exciting for the fans, and hopefully it's a good hockey game.
This streak, is this something you can appreciate in the moment, or is this something that maybe after it's done and run its course, then you can kind of look back and go, that was pretty impressive what we did?
It feels great winning, and honestly, I sometimes forget which game we're on that we've won. I don't know, and I don't know where it ranks on longest streaks or anything like that. I kind of look at the standings and kind of see where we are, but I don't look very much because we might have a night off and we can slip a spot, or we don't know another team has a game in hand, all that stuff. So I kind of I looked actually today and I saw that we are out of the wild card. We're above that now. But typically I know just a kind of a window where we are right now, and I just try not to, and I hope the players are the same, that they're not looking at the standings every day and they're just looking at who our next opponent is, and let's try and win that game.
Maturity is a descriptor that a lot of the players use inside that dressing room. I ask you, Kris, what are some of the characteristics of a mature group when it comes to the emotions and the roller coaster of a game?
Well, I think maturity is easy when things are going well. And right now things are going pretty well. And during games it hasn't always gone well, but it's just a small little sample, and we'll see how mature we are when things do get rocky and things are harder and things just aren't going our way. Then that is really the test of a true mature team. But right now, with what we've gone through, it has shown that we are. And just the patience of sticking with our game plan, not changing it. I think another one is the body language on the bench, and the communication between players is very positive. And if there is something that needs to be corrected, somebody can say, give somebody advice, and the players are confident with themselves that they don't feel attacked. And I think that's a really important thing when there's positive, or there is constructive criticism, that when you have a vulnerable team, they'll take it personally and they'll feel attacked. A mature team can feel, we're doing this to become better. Right now I see that. I see guys helping each other, and not anyone feeling attacked or feeling they're inferior or anything like that. So I think that's very important right now.
Kris, does a coach always know late in the game? Is he cognizant of the fact that a player has 2 goals and he's looking for a third, like Fogle, and a guy like Brown hasn't scored a goal, and you're making darn sure to get them on the ice in the last couple of minutes of the game where you're up a couple?
Well, it did slip my mind for a second there. Usually during the game, I usually don't know how many goals anybody has. If somebody has 4 goals, I might have thought they might have 1. Like, there's sometimes I'm way out to lunch on that. But as a coach, yeah, you try and reward those guys, and you don't want to ever sacrifice winning a game to allow them to hit a milestone, whether that's a hat trick or first goal of the season or anything like that. The team success is the most important, but I think it's important that all the players get their time to shine, a little extra attention or opportunity sometimes, and whether that's for a hat trick or for a milestone game or playing against a former opponent or a team that you used to play for. You know, as a coach, you try and make things special for the players, because it's a long grind, and the ultimate goal again is winning hockey games. But we're trying to make it as pleasurable and allow the players to have as much success as possible.
So Cody Ceci hasn't scored a goal in a season and a half. You're thinking of putting him on the point in the power play, so he maybe gets one?
Well, I found out that there was a former Hall of Fame Oiler that went, I believe, over 100 games without scoring a goal. And, you know, if he can do it, certainly somebody from our lineup could do that also. So we talked about previously yesterday, the day before, about, you know, there's some certain forwards who maybe aren't contributing as much offensively, but are doing so much for us winning hockey games. And, yeah, Cody Ceci hasn't scored a goal, but for so many games. But you look at all the things that he's doing well, and you know, he almost scored a couple weeks ago, where it bounced off a few guys, and initially everyone thought it was his goal, but it ended up not being his. I'm not sure if it went to Nugent Hopkins or Hyman, but he's ripped a couple off the crossbar. It's just matters of inches, and you know, for us, definitely for the players, it feels good to have those goals, but he's doing so much to help us win games.
It's just a quick one about Darnell. How important it is to have a guy like him in the lineup? He doesn't put his name often on the score sheet, but he's an important piece of the team right now.
Sorry, who are you talking
Darnell.
about? Vince, yes. He's been huge for us for many reasons. One, as him and Kulak has been a great third pair, where I know, for me, I don't know if there's many third pairs in the NHL that are as good as they are. Maybe there are. I'm being biased, but I definitely like what they're giving us. Another one is his physicality gives us a little bit of edge. You need some players like that. And then another one is, you know, our penalty kill has been going so well. A lot of players have a big part of that. Vinny, along with some other ones, like, he is as much as anybody for the success, and he's been really good at that part of his game too.
He's a former captain of his team at university. Do you see him in his character? Can you tell that?
Vinny is obviously, being a younger guy, you don't have the same amount of leadership as somebody who's been with the team for 7, 8, 10 years, or wearing a letter on their jersey. But he's definitely a player that the players look up to. He has that leadership. He's got a positive attitude every day. Everybody likes to see him and be around and associate with him, just because he has a skill of making other players feel better. There's a skill of making other guys play better when they're on the ice, and he does that. But also, I think it's important because it is a long season, and we are a team that it is important to have players that make other people feel good about themselves and want to come to the rink. And he gives us that important aspect too.